This is a live trade. Today is November 8th, 2023, and I am currently short on NQ. And so far, I am up about 13 points. This is a 15-minute chart, and I highlighted these two boxes, this pink box and this green box, prior to the 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard open. And the reason why I marked out this pink box is because this is the last bear candle before a swing high, and the price broke down. So I anticipated that this was going to be resistance, and sure enough, these two candles broke above it, but no candle closed above this pink box. On the bullish side, these two bull candles, they are support. These are the last bull candles before a swing low, and then once price breaks above it, it becomes support. It was support here, it was support here, and it's acting as support on this candle and on this candle. So I need this to, I want to see the bears close below this green box. That will give me more confidence about my short. So we'll see. I knew that this area is going to be support, and it's supporting right now, so we'll see. I have my profit target here. I have my profit target at 15,304 because I feel that if it breaks down below this green box, it is likely to test this red line. This is the 5-minute 200 simple moving average. So it looks like it wants to go down to it. And on the 60-minute, it maybe want to close the gap of this, or the low of this gap. So from the low of this candle to the high of this candle, I have my profit target. Right, so the high of this candle is 15,303 and 25 cents. So I have my profit target at 15,304. And the other reason that I went short was because, so this is the daily chart of Nasdaq futures. It took out yesterday's high, and then on ES, this is S&P 500 futures, it took out yesterday's high. Today's candle traded above yesterday's candle on both ES, S&P 500, and on NQ, Nasdaq futures. And if we go to ES 5-minute chart, I call this, so we have a gap up between yesterday's close and today's open, and I call this my gap up because price gapped up in relation to yesterday's close. And then I usually wait for, on the 5-minute chart, to inform my bias, I wait for consecutive strong looking candles. So in this case, this is a gap up, delayed, sell the close, because in theory once this second candle closes strongly, there are bears who will short the close of this candle. But I do require the third candle to trade below the second candle. So once I saw that 8 closed below 7, I got short on NQ using the 15-minute chart. I do think eventually price will go higher to take out the highs from October 12th. This is the daily chart. This is the weekly chart. So this bull, this green box is continuing to act as support. Now that we're displacing below these lows in this green box, I want to see a close below the low of this candle, this green box. I want to see a 15-minute close below it. I am currently short on multiple accounts, not only on this account, but also on multiple other accounts. Bulls are fighting, so this candle doesn't close below this green box, because as soon as it closes below this green box, it's gonna collapse down. I'm always looking at S&P 500 to see what the 5-minute chart is doing, and so far it's looking like a bear trend. I mean, we do have 3 pushes down. If this 1, 2, 3, or even if the 3 pushes started here, 1, 2, 3, and I actually just noticed this candle took out, it swept the stops below this low, and then on the 5-minute chart on ES, we have a potential wedge. So if this 5-minute chart on ES, if it closes a strong bull candle, and if it's closing on its high, I may have to give up, close out my short. But I'm hoping that I don't want to see this closing as a strong bull candle on the 15-minute chart, because it's at support and it took out these lows. And the other thing to note is today is Wednesday. Usually on Wednesdays, if there is going to be a trend, it usually happens on Wednesdays. So Wednesdays tend to have more trends. So if this is the start of the bear trend, we should be going lower all day. But it's also possible that the trend, if we start to get bull closes, the trend could be to the upside. But currently I am betting that the trend is going to be to the downside. We have the 200 on the 15-minute right below, so this is pulling price towards it. We also have the 200 on the 5-minute, and it's pulling price towards it. I will, if this 15-minute candle closes a bull candle, I will close out my short. I'm not going to wait until price is here to close out the trade. So if this bull, or if this 15-minute candle is a bull candle, and then I'm gonna close out my short. So this is good news for the bears. We do have a potential wedge, and 16, this candle did trade above this candle, so there are bulls who went long here with their stop below 14 with their stop here. So now the question is, on ES, is this candle going to close a bull candle or a bear candle? If it's a bear candle, there are going to be a lot of bulls who bought above 15 this bull candle and are disappointed and will probably get out for break even or with minimum loss. Okay, so we have 35 seconds before this candle closes, and I do want to see it close as a bear candle. So 17 is looking like it's about to be a strong bear candle, which is good for the bears. So that means on NQ we should theoretically go lower, but the bulls are still in it until bears could get a close below this green box, the low of these two candles. ES is looking like it's collapsing. So we also have on ES, this is the open of the week, which could also be pulling price towards it. So this could be magnet. The open of the week, this is the regular trading hours open of the week. So we have the 200, the open of the week, and even we have this is the new week opening gap from this week, from November 3rd. So there are definitely magnets below on ES, and usually the indices, both ES, S&P 500, and NQ, Nasdaq, they tend to trade in unison. They mirror one another. This is good for the bears. The fact that this candle closed a strong bear candle and it closed on its low, this is good for the bears, especially considering that we have a potential wedge, which is 3 pushes down, 1, 2, 3, and then this should have, if the bulls were strong, I don't think they would have allowed these two bear candles. So now this is crucial. We need, on the 15-minute, I need the bears, I need this candle ideally to close below this green box. Until that happens, this area is support. This is a inverse of the S&P 500. I sometimes like to look at this to give me a better perspective and keep me objective on what is going on. So on this chart, when price is going up, it means the actual S&P 500 is going down. So here it does look like, on this inverse chart, it does look like it wants to go higher, at least to get to this red line, which is the 200 moving average, which coincides with this red line, this 200 moving average. We are also approaching bar 18. So this is bar 16, 17, and this is bar 18. Usually there is a reversal or a continuation that happens at around bar 18. So by bar 18, there is a 90% chance that we have seen the high or the low of the day. Given the context, what is likely? 90% chance that we've seen the high or that we've seen the low. To me, it seems that the probability is that we've seen the high of the day. Okay, bears are doing a good job. This is what I like about the 15-minute chart, is that it keeps you objective. Because the 1-minute chart, sure, I do look at the 1-minute chart, but the 1-minute chart, there are too many candles, and you have to be able to think quickly on what you want to do or on what the candles are communicating. So if this closes a bear candle, it's good for the bears. And I will take a sigh of relief, because I'm not going to be concerned or too concerned about bulls until I see 2 consecutive bull candles on the 15-minute chart, until I see something like this, 1 2 or 1 2, and then I'll be concerned that it's going to go higher. But so this is good for the bears. And I also see that we potentially have a breakout below this wedge on ES. So if this is the first push, the second push, the third push, or it could be this is the first push, the second push, the third push at, in either case, there is these 2 candles are bear candles. And well, I guess this one technically didn't close. Well, let's see, what's the close of this candle? The close of this candle is 43.93. And what is the low of this candle? Yeah, so I would have liked for this candle to close below 14, and then that would have confirmed a breakout below the wedge, and then 18 would have confirmed the breakout. Nevertheless, it's close, and sometimes in trading, close is close enough. But for sure, if 19 closes a bear candle, it is likely that we're going to continue going lower. And on NQ, we need to get a close. We need to get a close below this green box. Let's see on the 1 minute. So I don't like this 15-minute bull candle. And I don't like that this has triggered above it and that is trading above it. I'm tempted to get out of the trade. I'm just not sure, or if this candle is to scare out shorts, to scare out bears who are currently short. I don't want to prematurely get out of the trade, but I definitely don't want to see this candle close a bull candle, because that will make it two consecutive 15-minute bull candles, and that's not good for the bears. Yeah, but this area, sure enough, is it's been acting as support. It's good for the bears that 22 has a tail on top, and it failed at this blue line, which is the 20 exponential moving average. But I do want to see this candle close a bear candle. If this candle is a bull candle, and then I'm gonna have to close out my position and maybe try to short higher. About 2 minutes and 27 seconds until this candle closes. Is it gonna close a bear candle? Can it close below this green box? This bullish green box? That's the question. On the 5-minute chart of ES, 23 did test the 200, this red line, but not NQ. Can it collapse and get to the open of the week? But this is good. If this closes a bear candle, this is good for the bears, especially since there are bulls who went long above this bull candle, and those bulls would want this candle to have closed a bull candle, but it closed a bear candle. So a lot of them who went long on the 15-minute chart above this candle are, if they have not stopped out, they will probably stop out, or they will try to get out, break even if they're fortunate. If this candle trades back to this area, they will probably try to get out, break even on their longs. On ES, if the market goes for a major move of these two bear candles, it's gonna get to about right here. So it's gonna have to go below the 200, and if it goes below the 200, which is currently support, there are a lot of buyers, a lot of bulls who went long at the 200. They will probably stop out, they will get liquidated, and it will collapse. And let's see if we do a major move of this from the high of this candle to the low of this candle, because this was there are bulls who bought above 8 above this candle, and they put their stop below here, and a measured move of from this high to this low is about right here. So it does look like most likely we're gonna go to this open of the week. So it looks like YM, the Dow, is the weaker one out of NQ, and ES has been going steadily down, which is good for the bears. I'm still in this trade because we have yet to have consecutive bull candles. And maybe now we're about to have 3 pushes up. If this is the first push, the second push, the third push, then we should collapse down. But bears still need to get a close below this light green box, the low of these two bull candles. Okay, so this 15-minute candle is going to close in about a minute and 6 seconds. Now, can the bears close below this green box? This is what I want to know. This is what I want to see. if we get that close, and then I will feel more confident that my target will reach today. Okay, this is good. So the bears finally got a close below the lows of these two candles, which has been support. It was support here, support here, support here, support throughout the morning New York session, and now it's gonna collapse down. So I'm hoping that NQ reaches my target. I don't like that ES has traded into the open of the week, so this area could potentially be support. On ES, we do have this new week opening gap from this week. So if this doesn't become support, and then it's likely that it's going to try to get to right here. And if NQ follows in this direction, it should get to my target.
Order filled.
So my targets have filled both on this account and my other accounts as well. This is how much I netted on this trade on this account. It looks like it's reaching the 200.